Okay, guys, so we got my little brother, my first transformation ever in my transformational journey as a coach. I started as a fitness coach. Lawrence was my first transformation, and now he's the first guy who's did the EQ course. And I wanted to give you guys a live client example of someone going through this course. How you feeling, little bro?
Feeling great, brother. Thank you.
Hell yeah, I'm happy you're here. I'm happy you're fucking grooving in with me. So let's go over this course. I'm gonna open this guys up. So if you look at this right now, we're gonna be going into the EQ method course here, right? And then actually, let me share my screen. I don't think everyone's seeing. I think everyone's not like, let me share the screen here. Bam. Okay, here we go. Can you see the screen, Lawrence?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. We got right here. Lawrence went through this course of the EQ method, and we're gonna go like the first video is how to approach the course, the four skills that you guys gonna learn in this course. Damn, who's that handsome looking dude? And then you're gonna take the EQ course method. Like right here, it's the quiz. And Lawrence took this quiz recently. And now, after he took this quiz, let's go review his scores. And I appreciate him being real about this. Can you see the score right here,
Scores?
Lawrence?
Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so this is skill one, self-awareness. It's out of 200, guys. And we'll talk about what those scores mean in a little bit. But self-awareness, 34 out of 50, strength, 15 out of 50, self-regulation, 19 out of 50, and then social skills, 24 out of 50. When you first did this, Lawrence, what did you like? What was the first thought when you saw your scores?
My first thought was really like, wow, I feel like I know myself so much more than I think I do. And this is a reflection of how I can improve and know myself better. I felt like in the past I would have for sure gotten a higher score or like the score that I would have thought was gonna get. Like me in my head doing it, I'm like, oh, like out of 200, I'm for sure gonna get 150, 130. Just like thinking that thinking that I know myself so well, but at the same time, um, I I know that there's work to be done and that there's room to improve, and that's kind of what I'm glad that I could see that I was honest with myself so
That's
that
the
I could sit
biggest
this out.
thing. Yeah, we want you guys to be honest when you're taking this test because you're not serving anybody if you're not being honest about this shit.
Oh
And
yeah.
this is what it is. After you're done taking this score, you look at the scores what it means here, and it gives you strategies and everything like that. In the end, this is the total scores right here. Like Lawrence did, I think it was like 92 out of
Mhm.
200. I think that's what it was. So Lawrence is like edge, like the bottom moderate EQ with areas and improvement. So he's right here, and it's totally fine where you're at. I mean, someone could be even in the high ones, but they still want to improve certain areas, right? And I said, what's next? Like, this is what tells you. I recommended Lawrence to focus on his smallest scores, you know what I mean? Which I believe was strength, right?
Mhm.
Strength, and that just means like how consistent are you with your fucking fitness routine, with your gym, with everything like that, right? So I'm gonna stop sharing and just show my little bro here. And like the biggest thing is like I they say like make your weaknesses your strengths, but I often like to say double down on your strengths because you have self-awareness, right? You could just double
Mhm.
down and be more aware for yourself, but then again it's like we all know if you treated strength as a skill because I called them skills,
Mhm.
um dude, I think that would be a compound effect on everything else, because it's like, oh, your mental health gets strengthening, your fitness, your energy, how you show up. I know you're hustling
Mindset.
right now, you're trying to get your bread up. Like there's a lot of things that like making strength a skill can contribute as a keystone habit to
Mhm.
give you more positive habits. A keystone habit is like when you create one keystone habit, which is the gym, which is lifting, which is getting strong. There, by downfall, there's another keystone that gets in that
Mhm.
reading, breath work, meditation. Like those things come down as a ripple effect because you hunker down on that one skill.
Yeah.
I'm curious to ask you. I got a few more questions, and then we'll wrap up this video. And I just wanted to give this video an example for anyone who wanted to go through this course. Um, what was the difference? Because when I first made this course, it was four pillars. Now it's skills. Like when I made that change of languaging there, did it make it easier? How did it feel for you to read, oh, four skills? Like these are the skills.
Um, initially, like I said, like before, to me, they were almost like things I needed to know, things that I needed to work on myself. Like, yeah, they're important, but I didn't have the intention behind calling them a skill, and like reading them as skills and kind of you changing the mindset for me on those help me realize like, hey, it's okay that they're not the best because I have tons of skills, but I know that I can improve them each time that I work on them, each time that I come back around, and I know when I apply them and I use them often that they're going to improve not only like the strength but like you said like the rest of them that come with it, and that really helped me shift that mindset.
Let's go. I love that, man, and it's just such a big important thing of where you're at. And then, actually, I thought I had three questions, but I really just have one more. Um, what would you say to someone who wants to dive into this course? Like, what would you recommend them? What would you say?
Be honest with yourself and be open-minded and be ready to feel the effects of proving those skills, because like you could have one skill that's very low and then it becomes your next most important one, the one that helps you improve the rest of them, or vice versa. You can have one skill that's super strong and you realize like, oh, that's the skill that can help me improve the rest of them by applying it to the others. So be honest with yourself, open mind, and go after the skills.
Let's go. I love it. Thank you so much for taking the time, bro, for going over this with me, and I appreciate it. And I can't wait to see you to master your emotional intelligence and become more skillful at these things. Just because I mean you're young and you mastering this at your 20s is gonna set you up for your 30s.
Yeah.
So I love that for you, and I'm happy that you're doing this, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.